Brown Jug history is a long one, and when it's on the line, everyone is thirsty for a sip of victory. Glad to have you with us from Huntington Bank Stadium. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Guys, checking in with the Wolverines head coach before the game. He said they have got incredible plans right now to get this wide receiver involved. Defenses have been keying on him. With the young quarterback, they think they have put something into the scheme that will help them get the ball to their receiver downfield, regardless of what the defense tries to do. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. So Minnesota's offense will come out first. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Pollard.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Taylor has it. Can't get him to the ground. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite cover.
Makes a grab and room to run. Gets away from one, finds some space. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a man, it's Lindsey. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. Here's the give off the left side. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And those body blows really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Underwood. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
Making side adjustments here. Underwood from the gun on third down. Zings it complete to the right. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're going to run it. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
The screen, he can go. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
It's picked off. That's number 10. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Man, I think they're going to look back on this one, guys, just with frustration, just an opportunity missed. Your defense did the best thing they could do, trying to
take it back. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. With the catch, it's Taylor. Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. The give is to Taylor. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Might have a chance.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home, and get him on the ground. He's got a pick, and now he's got a sack.
Good news for this offense is it hasn't taken them a long time to get into a rhythm in the passing game. That's already his 100th completion on the season. Put up some big numbers this year if they keep up at this pace.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Dumps it off in the flats. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So here comes the Michigan offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. The run to the left. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Underwood on the play action. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
And that's a really good job by this defense because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He was trying to get that return. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Looking for a deep man. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He'll try to take it back.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. The offense changing the play. They'll stop the clock momentarily here to check on the injured Wolverine. The freshman running back being attended to. We hope he's able to get back in the game shortly. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Throwing, Underwood. Fires to the right. That pass is incomplete.
Yeah, you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Fires it. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
Back to pass on second down. Pulls it in. It's Helms. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. We've reached the break. It's Minnesota holding the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So first down here as they go back to work. They'll run it on the counter. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Taylor. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Working the middle, it's complete. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Golden Gophers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Running inside, it's Taylor. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Off play action. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Bully ball on 3rd and short. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here. They're in makeable field goal range. They could tie the game, but instead they'll go for it on 4th down. And he's in! Touchdown! Golden Gophers! The AT unit on the field.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Give to the running back. Turning it on! They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So now it's 2nd and long. Here's Underwood to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Buchanan. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. He splits the uprights. This is now a 7-point game.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Golden Gophers will start this drive. The offense looks ready to roll. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And, Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
They'll keep it on the ground. Creates a little room. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. 1st down and 10. From the gun, looking for a man. Got a man, it's Helms. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Golden Gophers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run play action. Makes the catch. Tackle was made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the 1st down. The Golden Gophers have their offense in high gear. Taylor has it. Picks up the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And, man, that's just something you don't want to see a lot of as a defense, man. You don't want that running back getting to the 2nd level where your defensive backs now have to make plays. Those guys are paid to cover. And, yes, they are paid to cover wide receivers, to make sure that they don't get open, not to make tackles consistently. So the defensive line, the linebackers, got to do a better job stopping this run.
And as he throws, working that left side. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He is denied, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use the timeout. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. 3rd and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Looking for the goal line.
Yeah, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the first down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Underwood. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Touchdown, Minnesota! A pick 6! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in week 5? The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield.
Here's a little room there. Touchdown, Michigan! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Minnesota's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. And the Golden Gophers want to move quickly.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Scanning the field is Lindsey. He lost one down the sideline. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Shows him the stiff arm. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Now on the option. Now the toss. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. He's going to run it. He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Underwood in the gun on 3rd down. He's got it. It's a catch along the sideline. Didn't need much, but got enough. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. They pulled a little closer, now down 20-13. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. The Golden Gophers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
Catching up with the Wolverines head coach at the half. They have found some positives here during this 3-game win streak, but right now, trailing in this game, their backs are against the wall. They get an opportunity here to start the 3rd quarter with some more momentum, and he said, we can't worry about the win streak, we just have to worry about doing our job. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. That's reeled in. It's Marshall. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. New set of downs after the completion. He'll pull it down and run. Turns it on in midfield. Hits the slide, got the 1st down with his feet.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Michigan. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. These 2 guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about him after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
He'll bring it out. It's Hayes. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the 3rd. Grabbed on the outside, it's Helms. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. And the Golden Gophers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Motion from the wideout. Bounced off his feet. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. The Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
Throwing, Underwood. Here's the pressure. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding a hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it?
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him, working away. Nice job being on the same page, getting the first down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion, now 2nd and 2. Here's Underwood to throw. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Now it looks as if we have an injured Golden Gopher on the play. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Got him. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. 4th down and inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you, go for it. They want to run this quarterback. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Underwood. Hauls it in. He's forced out of bounds just short of the goal line, a mere yard away from pay dirt.
And he finds this guy again on the outside. I tell you what, man, that's the matchup down here in this part of the field. You find your guy that you trust and you get him the football. He does the rest. I tell you what, I thought he was going to score for a second and get in, but now set up with this offense, 1st and goal in a great situation.
Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Wants to adjust the pattern. This is a designed run. Touchdown, Wolverines! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hayes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. That's caught. It's Tracy. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. On 1st down, here comes this offense. He goes right back to the air. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And the Golden Gophers will line it up on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Taylor.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Just a short pass to the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. 4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He uncorks one deep. And it's caught inside the 15. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Heading into the 4th quarter, and both of these running backs have just been outstanding. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the 1st without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Under fire. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Michigan sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Guys?
Holly, thank you. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Right back to the well.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fellow? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
The Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Play fake, Underwood. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. Working on the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. If you can't win it all, you might as well try to ruin things for your rival, and that's exactly what we've got working here. Spits it out to the back. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Grab. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Man, I can't do that here, right? I got the football, I got the lead, the clock is my friend, and now I cough it up. Offense have to understand the situation, have to understand I got to get to the ground. I can make sure I don't fight for extra yards, I make sure I don't fumble, costly fumble.
The Minnesota offense is headed back. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. There's a reason you drag the record books to the recycle bin in a rivalry game. Upsets, and we've got one looming. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and the D might have been a little too rough on the quarterback there. So the offense gets an automatic first down after the roughing the passer penalty. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Finding some room. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Sends it back in motion. Throwing, Underwood. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it till the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this third and short. To throw, it's Underwood. Makes the grab. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Gophers will take their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown Wolverines! And they take it in for 6 more points. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. Michigan has dominated this rivalry over the years, and they look oh so close to securing the jug again.
You look at Michigan on paper, and they have an advantage all over the place against Minnesota. It was a question of whether they could just stay out of their own way. If they eliminated the mistakes, we knew this was going to be a tall order for Minnesota, and Michigan just looks dominant.
Yeah, it stinks, but it is the facts. The facts are you're less talented at Minnesota, and you've got to play really, really well, especially in these rivalry games, and hope to catch Michigan on a bad day. But that little brown jug is inching towards Michigan's sideline now.
And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Wants to go right back downfield. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Thompson. Oh, a lot of space. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. They want to throw it. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6. The Gophers back on top.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target. Accurate throw in 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Here's Underwood to throw. Nice grab in traffic. A mere 4 seconds after the clock stopped for the 2-minute timeout, the defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast dude on the ground.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? No wasted time as the defense uses a timeout here. 1:54 left to play. Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. To the air, it's Underwood. Oh, they're after him. It's complete to the right. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
Man, that's a really fun toy to have. When you can go 5 wide and use your running back, man, and make them have to cover him with a bigger body. A guy that he's faster than, but a guy that can now run routes. And you see these running backs, man, they've developed so well in their route running. Nice route, on the same page with this quarterback.
Snags it, and there's running room. Touchdown, Michigan! Once he got some room, it was over. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
He'll bring it out. It's Hayes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. He'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Minnesota. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. The Gophers back on top.
Yeah, and that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. Got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee.